with me. You're talking like you think you're royalty. You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Hello YouTube. Right now we're in the world download of this farm. So I'm going to show you just a few things that you want to know before you build this farm in survival. So first of all, you're going to need a roof for the farm. It's very important, or the farm will light suppress itself. And if it doesn't, it's just going to lag a whole lot. And then you need to stay 128 blocks away at all time. So if you take a look at the core right here, all of this nylium, there's no well, there are a few dispensers that bone mill the nylium, but if this nylium here, like there are the pistons right there. But if these nylium blocks turn into netherrack at the wrong moment while these pistons are here and extended, it's just going to break the triple piston extender, and then it's just going to break the whole core right there, and your farm will lose bone meal efficiency until it shuts down. And speaking of shutdown, here's how we just detect that. So we have a bunch of hoppers sitting below there. It will probably be better if you linked that to the chests and not wait until they're all empty, but still, it's going to do the trick. And yeah, if any of these uppers is getting empty, it's going to output a signal to this line right there, yellow line, and it's going to go here and update this thing right there. I'm just going to show it with a button, and this is going to extend and stay budded because of this redstone block there, and it's going to turn off the clock right here, which means that farm will be off. And that leads me to how you make the farm run. So when we need to reset this, I have this little thing right there. It's going to unpower this piston right there. And by the way, you can click it at any time. It's not going to extend the piston. And then you can turn the farm on. And just like so, it should start. Okay, you can see right here that I have this 2 chunks outlined. They're not aligned on this world download because I didn't care. It's just in spawn chunks, and so okay. So basically, everything inside of this area is going to be processed as if it was chunk loaded. When you chunk load this farm, you need to put a portal in a chunk here and in a chunk here. So 2 adjacent chunks. If you don't, if you only put one, let's say, these TNTs are just not going to explode in the other chunk around a single chunk. So let's say this was only one chunk. If you go around here, if the TNT goes there, it won't explode. And so once you come back, right, I wrote it there. Big bada boom if you try that. Alright, let's talk about the modes. You can run the farm at full speed and you'll get these rates. You can run the farm with the shroomlight collection, or you can run it with some bone meal output. And it's just going to turn off most of the dispensers at the core, so it doesn't waste as much bone meal. But that's going to lower the rates, so 15,000 to 11,000. The bone meal is going to go right here at the end, so you can wire this however you want. Other stuff that you may not be familiar with. So right here we have a redstone line that's going like this, the magenta one. This is going to either power or unpower these pistons, and that's going to let the core run with more or less bone meal. As long as we have enough bone meal in here, in these one of these 3 uppers, it's just going to go anyways to this one. Yeah, as long as the chest is like full, it's going to let us waste more bone meal, and that's going to increase the rates. But once the chest goes down to a certain point, it's going to turn off, and we'll be wasting a little bit less bone meal, and we'll be having more profits, and it's just going to go in a loop again and again. And whoops, right here, it's important that we have this budded piston right there, because we can't just extend this piston and put this rail there at any time, or because we're using observers. and they would just power these dispenser right there, and this nylon would get updated, and it would update these pistons right there if they were here and extending, and like I said earlier, it would break the triple piston extender if this block right here would be updated while this piston here is being powered. So yeah, you need to keep this thing here. You need to keep this bud, and it's going to make sure that it lets the current go through or not at the right moment with this part right here. The triple piston extender is going to control that. Alright, other than that, let's see. I did some lazy wiring right there. That's just going to make sure that these droppers don't just clock at all the time, just when the farm is on, but it's just a fader clock that detects if there's a signal going through every now and then, and it looks this part. And same goes for here, so the core doesn't clock itself all the time with this fader clock there. This observer clock is going to keep ticking though, so yeah, but it's no big deal. Yep, there's one other thing. Where am I? So these pistons that are being zero ticked, you need them to be sticky pistons, because regular pistons can zero tick blocks. So yeah, you need to make sure that these are sticky pistons. Apart from that, I would highly recommend that you shield everything in here with the obsidian, just like I did. And you need to make sure that if you make a chamber like this, you cannot have the corners open like this, or TNT is going to no clip through these walls. So you need to always make sure that you spend a little bit more obsidian on making these walls, the corners as well. Apart from that, yeah, you can see that there has been a big revamp of this floor right there, so that's going to be much better for item collection. And yeah, we're also now using basalt instead of cobblestone, because sometimes the walls would get stuck in here, and when these walls go when these walls go here and the TNT explodes, if this was cobblestone, it couldn't reach the cobblestone and destroy it. And so basically, if this was cobblestone, the bridge would eventually get stuck in here and never go away. So the farm would just lose efficiency until it shuts down. Yeah, I included the TNT dupers with the block 36 TNT bridge thing, in case you want to just take a look at them individually. And I also added the steel board right there. So if you need more instructions, or if you face any troubles with the machine, just let me know in the comment section of the YouTube video. And again, thanks to Uncolor for introducing me to the TNT encased in block 36. Yeah, wouldn't be possible to have made all of this farm if I didn't watch his 5 million stems per hour and core huge fungi farm streams. So big thanks to Collier. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope I didn't miss anything important. And thanks for watching. Bye bye. Okay, I wanted to add another segment where I show a few things that could break if you operate the machine wrong or if you build something wrong. Alright, first of all, these bridges, if they don't blow up. Let's take a look at the worst one. So this one right there. If it stops here, just over the trapdoors, you'll maybe see that you're missing a piston as well, right here. And maybe you'll get a basalt there. I'm not sure. I don't remember. So if that happens, all you need to do is come. I'm just going to go with the top modules and see. You know what? I'm just going to go to this module right there, so it's easier to see. You have this. This is the input, basically, where you're going to have your wall instant wire there. So you want to go here and take a look at the repeaters. There should be 2 tick delay there, and then you go with your 1 tick delay, 2 tick delay there. If you put these delays here at the back, you may have an issue with this piston right there. No, this one right there. And that's going to be bud powered at the wrong moment in case that the block conveyor gets stuck when pushing the basalt. Now, if it's done correctly, it's eventually going to blow up correctly and clear the space, and it's going to work again like it's supposed to. Okay. Now, if your basalt bridge is bigger than this and looks like this, well, it's probably just the TNT that just dropped somehow, maybe due to unloading at the wrong moment or something. So just place back your TNT. Again, you may have a basalt stuck there. I'm not sure. I don't think it's supposed to. You shouldn't have basalt stuck there. But maybe if you unload the farm at the wrong moment, maybe that's possible. Now, if we take a look at the core, if you have something like this with the core, well, you're just going to, first of all, just get rid of the wart and place back your pistons, obviously. This could be due to not having this part right here of the bone milling thing like set up with a bud like this. So this part should be only left to go up or down when the triple piston extender is in the correct state. If you don't make sure that the triple piston extender is not working when you trigger this part right there, these nylon blocks could update when these pistons are here and extended, and it would just spit out the pistons, like all of them. It would look like this. And then you may have a fungus that grows behind them in here in the next cycle, and well, it's just going to grow into a tree and push, for example, this piston right there, and it's going to go there. So yeah. Another way that this could happen is if the Nalium turns into netherrack there. And this would happen if you are within 128 blocks from the farm. So stay away from the farm. You're supposed to be outside of this range. And this is it's not a sphere though, it's a cylinder. So random tick area is a cylinder, not a sphere. So don't go above or below the farm, it doesn't work. I just suggest you go into the nether though. You just chunk load this place and then leave. So turn it on from the nether and it's just going to turn on in the overworld. Okay, then maybe you're going to get basalt into these composters over time. I don't know. If you run it long enough, maybe. If that happens, you can just add just 1 or 2 more filters here, or just replace them for signal strength 2 filters. But quite easy to do that, so I won't do it. I think that's all. Obviously, put a roof. If you have severe MSPT problem and light suppression going on, it's because you didn't put the roof above. If you join the let's say you run the farm and then you come back and everything explodes crazy, it's because you didn't align the chunks correctly. So make sure you have something like, your chunks should be rather aligned with this rectangle, this red rectangle right there. The only thing you need to make sure is that the TNT never goes out of the chunks in which the portals are. Okay, anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, and here, obviously, if you don't put the corners of the blast chamber, you may get the TNT may just go through the blocks and explode. I mean, the explosion can reach through the blocks if you have corners like this. So you need to make sure that your corners are all like this, or it could break stuff like here. This would be rather vulnerable if you don't put all of the obsidian, so don't be cheap if you do. Wait, hold on. I don't know. Make sure you have all of your corners. I think that's pretty much it for troubleshooting. Yeah, make sure that these are sticky pistons. And that should be it. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye bye.